Good evening and welcome to CT State Middlesex News. I'm Michael Jordan. Election day is less than 1 week away. Early voting is well underway and candidates are making their final push to get voters to the polls. I went out to check in with voters to see where they stand after the vice presidential debate. Hi, I'm Mike Jordan from Middlesex News. Today we're going to be going around Glastonbury asking people their thoughts on the vice presidential debate. The 2024 election has thrown many curveballs to the American people, setting itself apart from prior election years. The only sense of normalcy this election, surprisingly, comes from the vice presidential debates. We asked around to see what people thought.
I mean, it was better than the presidential. It was more productive, yeah.
I think it went very well. Actually, I thought both candidates were very well prepared. I thought Mr. Vance came off a little more polished, a little more professional, but I think Mr. Walz did a very nice job too. I think he handled the topics very well and very informed. I thought they both did a great job.
It was more civil. Yeah, it was more civil.
Especially in comparison to the presidential debates earlier this year.
Well, unfortunately, the presidential debates of the last few years or the last few elections become a little bit catty because the candidates that we have get into name calling and they get into tit for tat and get mad at each other. So it lacks professionalism and it lacks the respect that office should demand.
We asked them if they wanted to say anything to the viewers at home.
I hope everyone who is voting understands and listens to both sides.
So just use your head, do the research, cover the facts, and vote on Election Day.
Those were the peoples of Glastonbury's thoughts on the vice presidential debate. This is Middlesex News reporter Mike Jordan signing off. Back to you. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Polls open bright and early at 6 a.m. and close at 8. Tonight is October 31st, which means it's Halloween. Every year, the holiday falls on that date, no matter what day of the week it is. But as CT State Middlesex reporter Liam Shepard tells us, there might be a push to change that.
A recent discussion has come up wondering if Halloween should fall on the last Saturday of October. Middlesex News took to the street to ask the public.
Some would like to see Halloween held on a Saturday every year.
Who wants Halloween during a weekday? You know, you got to go to parties, or even for kids for trick-or-treating, they want to do it on a weekend.
Others point out that the federal government doesn't have the ability to make that change because Halloween isn't a federal holiday. Some agreed.
I think Halloween should move to the last Saturday in October instead of staying on the 31st.
Some disagreed.
I think that Halloween should stay on the 31st because it's All Hallows Eve.
The opinion of the general public seems pretty split, with those in favor of the traditional Halloween and those who would like to stay up late on a Saturday instead of a school night.
Well, I don't really mind.
For CT State News, Liam Shepard.
This debate has come up in many states, but so far no state has made the change and moved Halloween to the last Saturday of the month. Still ahead, we're getting a closer look at an invasive pest presenting a problem in the outdoors. What you need to do if you spot a spotted lanternfly. Still ahead. And an annual fall tradition that's a huge hit. We're visiting the Apple Harvest Festival a little later.
Enroll now for accelerated summer classes starting in May and July at CT State Community College's campuses statewide. Visiting students are welcome. Find out more at ctstate.edu/summer.
My name is Smith Bernard. I was born and raised here in Waterbury, Connecticut, and it was through Wilby High School I heard about Knoxville Valley. Now that I've been to community college, I see that it's a very diverse and beautiful college campus. Community college is way more than you think it is, and it's really anything that you make of it. You could just come here, go to class, and then go home. I've been able to have an amazing experience because I didn't do that. And I've been able to make friends, join clubs, and hear so many stories.
Hi, my name is Pearl Ebengo. I go to City State Gateway. I was born in South Africa. My mom decided that we would pursue higher education in the United States. It was challenging because I would take the train every day, but it was not challenging to take the classes because I had good teachers, and it just made it a very good space to learn. It's important to keep on working hard to achieve those goals because it's going to make a difference.
Over the years, we have seen our fair share of invasive species pop up in Connecticut. This year, it's the spotted lanternfly, native to parts of Asia. Hitched a ride to the U.S., now it's finding a new home in your backyard. CT State Middlesex reporter Liam Shepard went to Essex to get a better understanding of how it's affecting local residents and how you can prepare for their next invasion.
I'm standing in front of one of Connecticut's many lush forests, but come this time next year, there may not be many like it. A species of bug known as lanternfly has come to the area and is wreaking havoc on local ecosystems.
This past spring and summer saw a rise in lanternfly sightings in Connecticut, and despite a recent drop-off in sightings in the past few months, these bugs are already getting ready for repopulation, as it is their mating season. Essex resident and amateur botanist Jackie Murphy commented on the recent drop-off in sightings.
Well, I haven't really seen one here, which I'm happy about, but our friends down the road have seen them.
While their disappearance may seem like good news, it is only temporary. This time of year is when the lanternfly lays their eggs, which they do by finding any flat surface, ranging from fallen trees to even your patio furniture.
I feel a little nervous about them coming to my yard and destroying some of my plants.
But what exactly is a lanternfly?
It is a type of plant hopper native to China, and it's incredibly invasive in this area.
Joe Lucarelli, an employee of the Essex Department of Public Works, spoke on the dangers of lanternflies.
Lanternflies are eating and killing our tree population, and there's no natural predators to stop them.
It's for these reasons that the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection says that residents should take matters into their own hands.
You can report them online to the DEP website, but that doesn't really do much. They're going to spread anyways. You should just kill them as soon as you see them.
Sounds brutal, but to help preserve Connecticut's native plant population, it's what must be done. To accurately detect a lanternfly, be on the lookout for their distinctive spotted wings and bright red coloring on their hind wings. Reporting from Essex, Liam Shepard, CT State News.
Thank you, Liam. For more information, visit ct.gov online and click the Deep portal on the Department and Agencies tab. Still ahead, we're taking a trip out to Southington where people wait in long lines to get their hands on a delicious fall fair treat.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Tokukitisaka. I'm a business study major here at State Middlesex Community College. I moved to the U.S. from Ecuador in 2021. I'm a first-generation student, so this is just all new, not only for me, for my whole family. I'm just very excited because I met a lot of wonderful people that helped me be in the place that I am and start to believe in myself, and I can do more things for my life that I didn't think I could. So I think that State Middlesex Community College had a great impact on my life.
My name is Smith Bernard. I was born and raised here in Waterbury, Connecticut, and it was through Willoughby High School I heard about Knoxville Valley. Now that I've been to community college, I see that it's a very diverse and beautiful college campus. Community college is way more than you think it is, and it's really anything that you make of it. You could just come here, go to class, and then go home. I've been able to have an amazing experience because I didn't do that. And I've been able to make friends, join clubs, and hear so many stories.
I'm Carla. I'm a CT State Northwestern student. When I first started at community college, I was the single mom of a toddler, and then I had a conversation with a fellow single mom, and she had said, hey, do you know that you can take student loans and use that for living expenses? And that's how it all started. A lot of my supports have come from this school. This whole experience has been absolutely life-changing. I'm forever going to maintain these friendships and relationships, and I'm going to take it with me wherever I go.
Finally tonight, the 55th annual Southington, Connecticut Apple Harvest Festival took place earlier in October, and their famous apple fritters were front and center. CT State Middlesex news reporter Michaela Kane gives us a behind-the-scenes look at these delicious treats and the hardworking people who make them.
Welcome everybody once again to the Southington Apple Harvest Festival, number 55.
The 55th annual Southington, Connecticut Apple Harvest Festival kicked off this weekend. This beloved community event draws thousands of visitors each year. The festival is in full swing with families and friends enjoying a variety of activities.
People come, they have little jewelry, they have clothes that you could buy and just other cute accessories. So it's really nice to see the community coming out and being around.
One of the most anticipated spots here is the fan favorite apple fritter booth. These warm, delicious treats are a staple of the festival.
Really enjoy the fritters. There's only really one time of the year that I'm able to come and get them. And right now the line doesn't look that bad, so I'm hoping to get a few dozen.
We spoke with a dedicated worker at the booth, Carol, who's been working at the booth for over 30 years.
Working in the booth, we laugh. We have a great time in there. I love it when the little ones come around, or the people who have never had a fritter before, and they try it for the first time and they're hooked. Then they want to buy a couple dozen. That's the best part right there. People love the fritters. They're delicious. People look forward to them. And every year it's the big thing that people come out to see is the apple fritters. You think of the festival, you're thinking apple fritters.
You could describe the apple fritter as a fall classic, I guess. And if you have a chance, I'd say come by and get some while you still can.
We are involved with Bread for Life, Prudence Crandall, the veterans. We do help many other organizations locally. And to me, that's huge. I love to see it go back into the community, and I think that's very rewarding, and I love that aspect of it. And it's we're just one big happy family. We have a great time in there, and that's what it's all about. Just giving back to the community and just having a good time, and that's what we do.
This was CT State Middlesex reporter Michaela from Southington Apple Harvest, reporting back to you.
That'll do it for this first edition of CT State Middlesex News. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in November with another show, but until then, good night. Beautiful, see? That's simple.